You are so yummy. So this is how I'm preparing the Brussels sprouts today. Instead of cooking them in the oven with olive oil or on the stove, I'm just steaming them here in this little pot with some water. Put my little steamer on top, and they're just about done. And this will kind of be a snack, so I'm just putting some of this Land O'Lakes whipped salted butter on there. See how it's kind of crumbly, but it's lower in calories. It's just 50 calories for a tablespoon. I guess that's about a tablespoon. I'm gonna let that melt over the Brussels sprouts, and I'm also gonna finish off this tropical punch kombucha. So each week I'm trying to buy a couple of different flavors of kombucha to try them all, and that's the one I got this week. I have another one, I think a Pink Lady apple flavor of kombucha that I'm gonna try, but this will be my little snack right now. And that butter is just melting right there. That's gonna be good. I love Brussels sprouts. So this is just one more serving of Brussels sprouts down. I've got another serving in the bag, and then I'll have finished off the Brussels sprouts. So one more thing finished off out of my freezer. Just to show you, this is what's left. So I'll probably finish all of these off tomorrow, and then I'll be done with the Brussels sprouts, and I'll be able to buy something else for a veggie. And here it is with all the melted butter. All that butter is melted. I'm gonna get a fork and enjoy this snack. Well, hello, my dear. Hello. How are you? Now you're gonna avoid the camera? Oh, look at her. What? What? Good morning, Casper. Good morning, Casper. He decides to join me. Oh, we're not doing videos. I'm just gonna make some corn tortilla chips this morning. I have these organic corn tortillas from Whole Foods. This is the 365 brand. I'm just gonna cut them up, which I've already done. I'm going to add on top of, I've sprayed the parchment paper, and I'm gonna spray the top. And then I'm going to pop that into the oven and let it cook. I've got it baking on like 400. Once it warms up, I'll stick these in the oven. To go with it, I'm reheating some red beans that I cooked. This is a half a cup, and I'm gonna add this Taco Bell mild sauce. I'm gonna probably use this up too. I'm almost done. I do have some packets of Taco Bell sauce I can use, and then I'll have to decide if I'm gonna repurchase this right now or focus on some other things. I don't know. It is handy to have. I really like it. So I'm gonna make like a pintos and cheese deal with the cheese to go along with it. So I don't know if you guys like Taco Bell, but I used to always get the pintos and cheese along with a bean burrito. That was my meal when I was a kid. So I'm gonna make a pintos and cheese. I'm gonna reheat the beans. The beans aren't stir-fried, but I don't think it really matters. And I'm gonna add some cheese, some Taco Bell sauce, and have a little homemade Taco Bell. All right, I've got the beans starting to heat up with just a little bit of the olive oil spray in the pan. And excuse my dirty pan, I'm on the hunt for a new one, but until I find one and order it, this one will have to do. But this is an easy peasy meal. So I'm gonna add some Taco Bell sauce just to kind of help that cook. I could probably get another serving out of it. You could add hot sauce if you prefer to this, or pretty much anything, any kind of sauce. But I'm gonna let that heat up. I'm gonna watch it because I don't want it to just stick or dry up. If I need, I'll add just a little bit of water to keep the beans soft. So here it is. It didn't make as much as I thought. I'm gonna put this on top. It's more of a snack than a meal, but I'm gonna put this on top, see if that cheese melts in there. But that is my pintos and cheese. I'm still waiting for the chips to crisp up. I might add some more sauce to this, but for now I'm just gonna see if that cheese will melt. Real quick, this is what I have. So the key with the chips is not to leave them in the oven too long so that they don't get to be too burnt, but they came out kind of perfect. And I've got the pintos and cheese here, which is not actually pintos, it's more red beans, and then a couple of Taco Bell mild sauces in case I need it. So happy little meal. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use up these old-fashioned rolled oats from my fridge, not my fridge, my pantry. I've used up most of them at this point, but I'm not an oatmeal lover. I'm much more of an egg breakfast person, but I kind of made up this recipe for some little oatmeal kind of, I guess you could call them cookies, but they're a no-bake cookie. I kind of saw some recipes like this and I made up myself just how I would do it just to use up all this stuff. So I've got the old-fashioned rolled oats. I've got some PB2 that I need to use as well. There's about half a container there. I have another one in my pantry too. I've got this sugar-free pancake syrup that I don't love, but this will be a good way to use it up. And then I don't know if I'll buy another sugar-free. I have some real maple syrup that I need to use too, but I'm gonna work on the sugar-free. And I use this to measure. This is a 1/2 cup old school Ziploc container. So what I do is I scoop out, I'm gonna put a little more oats than I did yesterday. This is half a cup. We've got another half. And then I'm just gonna do a 1/4 in addition. Because I just felt like we needed a little more substance to help the liquid items to merge. And then I forgot to mix this first, but I'm gonna mix it in a separate bowl. I put a 1/2 cup worth of the PB2, which uses up a good bit. Like, that uses up a good chunk. And then I'm gonna do the same with this syrup. So it's gonna use up a lot. And I'm gonna mix this and then I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm just kind of mixing it. I'm not gonna cook it or warm it or anything. I'm just mixing it and then I'll mix it in with the oats. All right, all mixed together. I'm just gonna pour it in there. All right, so now we're just gonna mix it in with the oats. Whoa. A lot chunkier than they were yesterday. And now I'm just gonna sort of spoon them into little balls. Balls, cookies, whatever you want to call them. And see how many I get out of it. Yesterday when I made it, I got 8. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I probably have enough for another one in there, maybe 2. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer, let them kind of firm up. I'll show you what the ones look like today that I made yesterday. It only made enough for one large one, so I'll put that in the freezer with the other ones. These are the ones I made yesterday. They've been in the freezer. You can see I added more oats this time because they're still kind of soft and chewy, and I thought maybe adding more oats would make them a little more firm. But they're good. They're just quick snacks. Just a way to use up some things, and I wanted something sweet yesterday and I didn't want to go out and buy anything. So I just kind of whipped that up. So it was obviously good enough that I'm doing it again today to use up some more. And then I'll just, whenever I want a little sweet something, I can just grab one out of the fridge. I just wanted to show you guys how I pack some of my meals. Anytime I'm going to eat anything with a tortilla or a wrap, I just put the items in the bowl, the lettuce, the chicken salad. This is footage from last week when I made that buffalo chicken salad. And I chop up, I slice up the tortilla and I just add it to the bowl like that. That way when I'm at work, I can just eat it with a fork because I find that's just a lot more convenient than trying to eat a wrap, because you set the wrap down, it unfolds. It's just kind of a mess when you're at work. So just a little idea of how you can eat chicken wraps or any kind of wraps at work. I went out to eat with a coworker one night this week and I got this meal. It's basically stir-fried rice with some kind of pancake sauteed in there with the veggies and the egg. It was really good. This is a Sri Lankan restaurant. I also got this appetizer, which was kind of like a burrito or a thick egg roll. Both the appetizer and the entree were so good. I would definitely eat here again. The name of the restaurant is Cinnamon, and it's located in the Bothell area of Seattle. Later that week, I had another opportunity to eat out. Another coworker went and got takeout from a local restaurant named Seastar. It's in Bellevue. It was so good. I got the clam chowder, which is a new favorite now that I've had really good clam chowder. There it is. And I got it with a side of asparagus, and we got the bread service to go with it. It was delicious. I'm definitely going to eat there again.